Pause. Before this video starts, I had to step in to set things straight. Anthony Perrier, having invested thousands of cents in a super high-tech camera, you might expect to see cinematic quality. No, Anthony worried about his poor camera and filmed everything with his iPhone and GoPro. Disappointing. Let's continue. Well, you just saw it with all the footage that is, well, you saw in the end. We're in Morocco. We're not at the workshop. We're a bit further than Valence. We're actually in Merzouga. And behind me, 3 206s. What for? You saw the little one. You saw the thumbnail. We're going to drive in the Merzouga desert, so we're in the Sahara, the northern part of the Sahara actually, with the 206s. This will be wild, but I'm not alone. Even with my lifted car and past adventures, I don't know everything. Today, I'm here with Amin and Hamza. Come check it out. They're people who know a little bit more
this place than I do.
Come see. Salam alaikum, friends.
Salam alaikum, salam.
Anthony Perrier, welcome to Morocco.
Well, thank you very much. Welcome. I'm very happy to be here. We've been talking about this for a long time. And it's exceptional. You've seen, anyway, the images, the landscapes, the people. It's crazy. We'll talk more about it later in the video, but it's really great. It's nothing like Valence and my garage, you know? It changes the setting a bit. It changes things a little, honestly. It changes things a little. So, who are you? What do you do? Why are we here then?
Why are we here then? Well, for a little while now I've wanted to start a little rally, because I already do rallies in a 205, and since I felt the 205 had been done to death, I thought, why not a 206? No one has done it. Mr. Anthony, basically, a 206 specialist. But you've never done off-road? Never.
Not in a 206. 206. There you go, that's it. As low as possible.
We're good on all fours.
But no, that's not working. At BC there you go.
That's it.
With a 206? Yeah, that's pretty unusual. You know, we've seen a lot of 205s, by the way. There are some on the channel. I'll put the link right here. We already did it. Well, actually, the guys, they came here. Yeah.
They came here? Yeah.
They came here with their 205, yeah. So I saw that, but never with a 206. And I think it could be really nice. Right behind us, we have 3 206s that are completely different. We have an HDI station wagon, most reliable engine, but also the heaviest car. Here's a gas-powered 206, 1.6 liters, 90 horsepower. Gasoline revs much higher, but has less power at low RPM.
The most powerful of the...
Technically, it's the most powerful. Over there is the 1.4 HDI, which I think will be the biggest surprise. Have you tried the cars yet?
We ran many tests with both the station wagon and Sin City. We're testing it today, and I expect good results.
We even tried the 1.9 litre.
A 1.9D, but it lacks power.
Heavy and not very powerful, actually. A 1.4 HDI.
It's the best compromise. A 1.4 HDI, surprisingly.
Okay.
Smaller engine, but much lighter.
The black one and the station wagon are raised, but not this one. Be careful with this one.
And so
we're going to see the differences.
We'll see what happens with and without a lift.
Because the problem with the 206 is that it's not like the 205. The 205 is pretty high from the factory. The bumpers are higher. The 206, the bumper is lower. And there's a longer wheelbase too.
Anyway.
The overhang, sorry. And even with the Arios, the lift kit, the overhang is still the overhang.
So, 206 adventure, what's the concept going to be? We start from point A and go to point B. Because right now, we're here for the tests, right? We're going to test in the dunes. But the 206 adventure is going to be longer. It's not just going to be the dunes.
Exactly. It's going to be a full driving and discovery experience of Morocco, and exactly having that spirit of competition and exploring Morocco and the Moroccan culture here in Morocco. And by the way, the sun, here we are.
It's January.
I think that in France, in Paris, it's -1. Yeah.
I say to myself,
I'm at home here, I'm going to take off my sweater. Yeah, it's too early, he's not taking off the sweater.
But I assure you, it transfers right under the t-shirt. And for those who are used to doing raids in a 205, well, you already know the environment. There are a lot of people who do adventure runs in a 206, but in a 206, we'll see about that.
And on top of that, we can also thank Chatrex, which helps a lot with the cars, because I think the red one comes from Chatrex.
The red one is from Chatrex, license plate is.
It still says Chatrex on it. So, as a result, all 3 cars have parts that come from Chatrex. So, if you don't know Chatrex, it's a huge scrapyard in France. They sell new parts and used parts. So, a big thank you to them. By the way, with Amin, a few weeks ago, or even a few months ago, we went to Chatrex near Bourges. It was to start getting this car ready. The goal was to make a 206 Harlequin. So, I suggest you take a look at how it went over there. As you might expect, filming at Chatrex didn't go as planned. Anthony, in his total lack of professionalism, once again forgot to check the microphones and none of the footage has sound. It's really unprofessional. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. I see this as an area to improve in future videos. This time I made the mistake of not checking the sound on filming day. Believe me, my little voiceover, it won't happen again. Meanwhile, I admit we wouldn't be here without Chatrex. Because it's thanks to Thomas and his whole team that we were able to prepare this 206 SW. I admit that without him, it wouldn't look the same at all. Not at all. So, for everyone sitting at the back of the class who might not have followed who Chatrex is because honestly they've been following us for a few videos now and providing us with great spare parts, well, it's simply a scrapyard. A scrapyard that's located roughly in the middle of France near Bourges, and it's a family scrapyard. It was founded by Thomas's father. Today Thomas runs the business and does an excellent job, not just because he sends me parts, but because his work is outstanding. He also explained to us that the cars there are properly decontaminated and that there are very strict rules, and you can't even imagine how complicated and technical it is to run a scrapyard today. Anyway, he gave us a tour of his scrapyard, and I have to admit, there is a truly spectacular number of cars. If I remember correctly, I think there are more than 2,000 cars that can be completely dismantled and are offered for sale as spare parts. So obviously, there are also a lot of things that get exported, especially to Morocco, where we are right now. Because of course, in France, yes, it's good, we recycle, we need used spare parts. But in emerging countries, the need is even greater because actually, most of the cars they drive now haven't been on the road in our country for several years. All this to say that Thomas is a big car enthusiast, and today he's having fun building a small collection of Twingos, including this magnificent and fabulous Twingo Harlequin. For those who don't know, it's simply inspired by the Volkswagen Polo Harlequin, which is a mix of all the possible and imaginable colors on a single vehicle. He did exactly the same thing on his Twingo, and he thought it would be funny to make the same little signature on the 206 SW. After checking out the junkyard, we found several vehicles and began stripping all the 206s of every color we saw. Without wasting any time, once the vehicles were stripped, we brought all the parts we had removed over to our 206 SW and started taking it apart so we could install the best possible parts on it. So I'm really sorry, we filmed for 2 days in the Chatrex junkyard and I have to admit we laughed a lot. I would have loved to include all that nonsense in the video because it was really hilarious, but don't worry. I'll be returning soon with new ideas to fix up another little 206. If you're interested, stay subscribed to the YouTube channel, you'll love what's next. In the meantime, at Chatrex we also found 4 tires from a Clio 3 that are slightly bigger than the original 206 tires. We also found 4 15-inch steel wheels from a Citroën Xantia that have a much greater offset than the original 206 wheels, which also makes the car a bit wider and gives it a more rugged look. And to raise the 206, honestly, it was super easy. We just had to take front shock absorbers from a Citroën Berlingo or Peugeot partner, it's the same thing. 2 from the Utrecht, if I'm not mistaken. And just that allowed us to raise the car by about 2 to 3 centimeters, which is really significant. And for the rear, it's super easy. We didn't do it at Chatrex, Amin took care of it directly in Morocco a few weeks ago. And quite simply, he took out the torsion bars, increased the height, put the torsion bars back in, and there you go, a completely free lift. Obviously, while we were at Chatrex, we took the opportunity to take a hitch from a 206 and also install it on our 206 wagon because after all, a hitch is super important, super useful, and it gives you a really solid anchor point when you need to pull the car out of the sand. That's just one example among many. Anyway, once again, a huge thank you to Chatrex for supporting us in this adventure, this 206 adventure to be more precise. And in any case, if you need anything at all, don't hesitate to contact them. Of course, as always, I'll put the links to their social media and their website in the description, and thanks to the code currently displayed on your screen, you'll get a 10% discount with them, and that's really not insignificant. I think this will really help you if you want to join us in the desert with your 206 in a few months.
Well, now that you've seen how we built this car, I think it's time for the big test. Let's go.
Let's have some fun. Well,
Alright, let's go. I'm really happy.
you too, for real. Thanks.
Thank you so much, this is awesome. Wow.
Oh! But it's really impressive. 1 point, 1 point, that's all, once, that's all, 1 point, that's.
Anyway. Yeah, it's wild, right? We did the intro just 100 meters from here, just down there. He's already stuck. You really have to keep the power on the whole time. It's hard on the car, but you really have no choice.
Romain, pull out, Romain. It's okay, let go, slowly.
Oh, damn, it's really technical.
This is bingo.
Wow.
He's going to break the car.
It's moving.
His technical phase successful.
It's break time. We're going to eat. Alright, we ate well. I'm happy. I took a short ride. We didn't film it since I expected a disaster, but I actually did well. It's a bit technical. And also, the trick is that when you want to stop, you have to stop slightly downhill so you can use gravity to get going again, you see.
But actually, we can give an address here, though.
Where the 4x4s are over there near the water.
Yeah.
Because there's actually water in the desert.
Yeah, there's water now.
Actually, in September, there were really heavy rains, floods, which means that now there's greenery, there's water in the desert. Yeah, that was optimistic. That climb was really optimistic.
Yeah, that's not it. That's not possible. We're going into the hole.
You need to use the terrain to progress. Speeding up uphill doesn't change much.
If it fails, we go back down.
This is the entrance to the desert. The hotel is nearby, but we're still in the desert for a bit. We'll go further later. This is just a warm-up. I'm trying to understand a bit how it works to drive in the sand with front-wheel drive. And once we understand a little and we're warmed up, then we'll go a bit further. It's so cool, honestly. I swear, it's really cool.
We're going to try to go up. I think we can make it up.
No.
Come on, you...
You can feel the whole car sliding when you're going downhill. You can't tell from video how steep the slopes are. Below us, it's about 15 or 20 meters down and very steep. It drops straight down. You can't see this at all on video. Yeah, that's it. That's the game. Amin told me go ahead, take the wheel. I sat in the car, put it in first gear. Actually, it was already stuck. Well, we messed around for about 5 or 10 minutes. The problem is, one of them is stuck. And we can't risk going there with the 206 because it could get a lot worse. You know, because we might not just have one 206 stuck, but two 206s stuck. Maybe that's our help for the evening.
That's how you get out of a mess. After that, you just need to graduate.
Now that the car was out of trouble, we still had to get it back up the dune it had come down. A little thought for poor Tussin JP, who never imagined he would experience what's about to happen. Eternal France, as they say.
Subtitles out. Yeah. The car back to France, 3 photos, the right book straight away.
Subtitled by Société Radio-Canada.
Yeah. We got it, he's going around in circles, picking up speed and heading out. But the problem is, I think from here, I saw the warning light on the dashboard. It's good. He managed to get to our 206 over there. That's pretty good, because bringing our 206 back to the hotel shouldn't be too complicated. That was funny. And there you go, end of the day. All 3 206s are back. The only mission left is to bring the 3 206s back to the hotel. It should be fine. It ran a little hot.
Yeah.
Anyway, well done. It was really beautiful over there. Actually, we spent almost 3 hours getting the red one out. But you still managed to get down the dune. Yes. But once we got to the bottom, it was over. Yes, the car isn't lifted. It's completely lifted, with regular tires. So you thought, let's add a bit more challenge, right? To end the day. Yeah, a bit of a show. Alright guys, day 2 of our trip at the entrance to the Sahara. Still no 4x4 with us, so I think we'll stay in the area for a bit. We just took a lot of drone shots for the sunrise. It was one of the most beautiful sunrises imaginable. Now we're recharging the drone and heading out for another half day of fun. Why only half a day? Because it's Sunday. Just sharing a bit about my life. And my flight to leave Morocco is in Casablanca tomorrow at 3:15 p.m. And actually, it takes about 10 hours of driving to get from here to Casablanca. It's really far, even if you don't always stick to the speed limits, because I get the feeling that in Morocco, nobody really cares much. There's still a lot of road ahead, but look at this craziness. It's insane. I'm trying to block the sun for you. Incredible. So we slept in this hotel. It was pretty expensive, but also pretty beautiful. I think it's meant for wealthy tourists who come with their big defenders, especially for that. But otherwise, at this point, I really got the hang of how it works. I'm the one who brought the car all the way up here to the top of this dune. Okay, there weren't a lot of roads, but I still figured out how it works. Diesel engines let you start in second gear due to higher low-end torque, but you must keep RPMs between 3000 and 4000, which is hard on the engine. I noticed the engines heat up quickly when driving on dunes. Why? Because you aren't going fast, so not enough air flows into the radiator to cool the coolant. And secondly, when you're driving, well, the sand is hot, the sand is soft, so the car sinks in and it has to work really hard to get out of the dunes and so on. Clearly, these aren't the best vehicles you could imagine for driving on dunes. But it's also really funny to think that 27 years ago, there were engineers who designed this car. I don't think they expected anyone to take them into the dunes. That's what my YouTube channel is about. Doing things with cars they're not made for. I love it. It's so much fun. During the photo shoot, the goal was simply to move the car from here to there. Yes, it's pumped up. Good.
I don't have any pocket here though.
Yesterday, we clearly saw the difference between inflated and deflated with the black 206 when we went over there.
Deflated tires at 100 for easier loading.
But not too much either, because the tire almost came off the rim with the black one, huh? But yeah, there's a really huge difference. Now, with deflated tires, we'll see if it makes a difference. It makes a big difference. It makes a really, really big difference. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, there is.
No. Alright, so now he's going to try to speed up as much as possible to get into the hole.
If I break it, I'll make a stop.
Yeah, that'll do. Here the goal is to accelerate as hard as possible.
Accelerate, no, accelerate.
The storyline of this video is way too random, so I have to come back to give some context. As you can see in these images, the beautiful 206 SW is now stuck in a hole because Amin got a little too confident. Now watch as Hamza gets the vehicle out using an ancient technique called gaining momentum. Wow. Now Hamza gets the vehicle out using an ancient technique called gaining momentum. Wow.
To get out of this, you have to take advantage of dam.
Yeah. Look how he's climbing.
Make it out.
Wow. Holy cow. Damn.
Okay.
I'll do another run. There's sand in the seatbelt, so don't buckle up. Let's see if my sand driving has improved.
Yeah, shift to second, shift to second.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And the slope there.
There. Down.
Down there, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, man, it's really impressive. The sand, forget about it.
And then remember, it's to the left. Wow.
Move. Yeah, man, it's so funny. Here,
There. Yes. We'll come back, because there, and then that's it.
then over there. There.
There.
There. Are you sure? Yes. And there, and there.
Where do I go? There. If you want, I'll drive.
Because, no, it's fine.
And there you go there, and you stop in the middle.
Right where it goes down there. That's it.
That's it, but as you go down, you stop. To start again, there you go. Perfect. If you're up for it, we can go in there.
Into the hole.
There. Yes, yes.
Afterwards, it goes up, right? Okay.
Afterwards, it goes up, but not by much. You're scared.
Huh? No, but it kind of, yeah.
I know. Stop shifting gears.
Yeah. Well, I did that. But I still did all that, you know. But anyway, I did that. Yeah, in my opinion,
Everything fits in the car.
yeah, it's sitting there.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know.
So, you see, on our side, I did my little screw-ups with the station wagon. Now it's fine, it's out of trouble, it's running, no problem. And so during that time, we came to try to help the red one, and then some Portuguese guys showed up with a patrol. As we begin winching out, the hotel's tractor arrives. Incredible. The guy with the tractor isn't a tourist. He doesn't have time to waste. Friends, back in Casablanca. It's January 14th and I'm flying out in a few hours. So these are really the last moments I can enjoy Morocco, the nice weather and the temperature. Because I think in France it's not the same. And so very good news. As you can see, the 3206s are back, safe and sound, with only a scratch on one car. Everything went very well and the tests were conclusive. I'm here with Amin and it's time for the review. So this video is mainly to test actually of the 206 Adventure to see which engine is the best performing. Which car is the most capable, you know, at crossing the dunes and the tracks and all that. What do you think, Amin? My favorite, even though I know I was the one who personally ordered a station wagon with a 2-liter HDI.
You were the one who wanted the engine, you were the one who wanted all that?
I think it's a crappy choice. Because I noticed that in the sand, the lighter you are, the better it goes.
That's right.
You should know the 2-liter HDI is already the heaviest engine on the 206.
Because it's the engine with a cast iron block.
Exactly. Plus, it's a big engine compared to others. And being a station wagon, there's more weight in the back than a 3-door or 5-door ACC can be lighter with modifications. But stock, it's heavy. Still, it has power. There's torque. And this one, since it's been lifted, it's more capable than the others when it comes to off-roading. In terms of ground clearance, it gets stuck less easily than the others. That's really what stood out to me personally. My favorite.
It's this one.
It's the 1.4 HDI. It's Amin's and kind of Hamza's too if they share it a bit.
Now it's everyone's.
It's everybody's now basically. I think it's the best, it's the lightest, especially the engine, but also the least powerful. Just 68 horsepower, the 1.4 HDI. It's also known as one of the least reliable engines, along with the 1.6 HDI DV4, DV6.
Surprisingly, it has 252,000 kilometers, including 15,000 in Morocco.
It went up to 5,000 RPM over and over. It didn't budge. The water, the oil, everything. Perfect. Plus, it's really light in the back, really light in the front. I think this could be a really good base. Then again, it's a diesel. And I think for those who prefer gasoline,
it's really not bad either.
Last choice, as you understood, 1.6 8-valve engine. So this one visually, it has already lived several lives. It's also a very good choice. The only problem,
we didn't have time to raise it like the other two, and it kept getting stuck.
Well,
the oil pan would sit directly in the sand.
Yeah, you can see it right away, even there, on the ground. Yeah.
We ripped off the mud flaps, no bodywork.
Here, there's a big difference. What kind of lift is that and about how much is it?
In centimeters, about 3 centimeters at the front.
3 centimeters.
A few notches at the back, about 3 centimeters.
Here, it's a low car with original tires, so you can clearly see the difference at the back.
If you stand at the back compared to the two,
knowing that here,
there's a suitcase in this one is empty.
Yes. So for me, you see a 3-door car like this, a bit lighter, lifted, it's really good. Afterwards, the gas engine performs very well because it has a much broader usable range. You can push it to the red line. That means here, in
the dunes, where you be in second gear, with the gas engine you're in first gear.
There you go, you have a much wider range that allows you to slow down, speed up and so on. Whereas with this one you have to play with the gears. And if at some point you find yourself in second gear and the revs
drop, it's about speed too.
In the sand actually, it's with little front wheel drive cars like these, it's the momentum that does almost everything.
That's it.
If you don't have the momentum, that's why
letting off the accelerator often feels like braking.
It's exactly the same. The car sinks. Period. That's why you've often seen Hamza and Amina driving around in circles. They look silly, but they know what they're doing. Actually, they're just picking up speed to get out of where they got themselves stuck. And that's pretty cool to see. It's actually pretty technical.
Yeah, and when you saw us backing up as much as possible.
Yeah, it's to build momentum and use the car's weight to start moving again. That was funny to see. Also, the flaws of the 206 compared to the 205, since there are so many rallies with the 205, which is really common. As mentioned earlier, the main issue is the front crossmember remains fairly low.
That's right, so it bends easily. On the 206, the horn is at that level and gets hit directly. We've already put the grille back, but I'm not sure it's broken.
Yeah, but that's normal.
That's what always gets hit. The license plate, like the brick, doesn't have one.
Yeah, the brick lacks a plate, but the flaw?
Just the crossmember is an issue. Everything else is fine.
I found it really interesting. So as you know, if you want to join the 206 Adventure and all goes well, the start is planned for October, right? That's correct.
The All Saints holiday break?
The All Saints holiday break. Registration is open. The website is in the description. 206 Adventures, 206adventure.fr. I'll be there, of course. Either with the station wagon or with my own car, if I find one by then. We don't know.
But I think it'll end up with a little 1.4 HDI 3-door.
1.4 HDI or 1.6 HDI, you know. Well, I mean, I think this is the end.
Yeah, I need to drop you off at the airport.
We need to go. I don't have a code at the airport.
It's soon, yeah. Well, I guess I'm being dropped off in a 206.
Thank you very much. Well, yeah, with this one we can. With this one, it's still, even in the city, you know, it's really agile, the handling, you can see the details, it's so cool. Besides the off-road trip and the whole messing around in the sand, etc. Morocco was a wonderful discovery for me. I had no expectations since I didn't know it, but I was pleasantly surprised. The people are warm and welcoming. It was really great. So, we're going to come back, not with a 206, with a car that's a bit more capable. We're going to come back. And then, if all goes well, we'll see you again in 2 weeks for a new video that you're going to like with, if everything goes as planned, a little star on the hood. Alright, bye everyone.